Before the start of the video, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe to my channel. Valleys of mystical, mist enveloped the beautifully preserved mansion towering on top of the hill. This place, full of mysteries, has been waiting for its new inhabitants for decades. And so the moment came when the old building had to be reborn. Mom looked at the house with mixed feelings. She and her family had been looking for a new home for a long time, and it seemed that fate had brought them here. There has been too much death and grief here, she thought excitedly. Mom clearly understood that the family would have to work for several long weeks to restore the mansion to its former beauty. The restoration of old, dilapidated walls was just the beginning. Painting, repair of floors, and updating of all communications were on. The sister and brother, unaware of the past at home, welcomed the new place with joy. However, despite the fun games and noisy laughter, they felt that something was wrong in this house. The penetrating gazes of the ghosts of the children watched them from the dark corners of the rooms, as if carefully listening to their every word and watching every step. They began to notice strange sounds at night, the slight creaking of doors, smooth shuffling on the floor. Mysteries began to rapidly transform into nightmares. Mysterious figures, floating figures, and ghosts illuminated by unearthly light haunted them throughout the night. Mom also began to notice oddities, turning around almost always for no apparent reason. Impatience and tension were in the air, as if a waiting darkness was pressing around the mansion. One day, mired in the old archives of the local museum, my mother came across a collection of newspaper articles dedicated to the old mansion. This house, which entered the history of the city, kept a secret that they did not want to share with many. Here, many years ago, several children who escaped from supervision died. The old people who remembered the incident told their mother that they had seen flickering shadows in the house more than once and heard children's laughter. Until now, the locals have felt the presence of ghosts. They said that the children returned to look for the love and care that they missed so much in life. After learning about this, Mom decided to delve deeper into the history of the house, hoping to understand and solve the problems that plagued her family. Upon detailed investigation, she discovered that one of the children who died in this house was at a time when the city was going through difficult times. War, epidemics, and poverty. Helplessness and distress affected the child's family, leading to his tragic. Now Mom knew that she had to help these children's souls by freeing them from the cycle of unresolved pain and suffering. Carefully studying architecture and history, she, together with her brother and sister, began to turn the mansion into a place of justice, and they found dusty toys and put them neatly in a corner so that the children's sad memories could now be embodied as signs of care and play. The sister and brother began to renew the dilapidated rooms, replacing the bedspreads and decorating the walls with their light drawing. At the same time, Mom studied various rituals and spells, trying to find a way to contact the ghost of children. She soon found old manuscripts that could help her establish contact. The family members gathered together and at the full moon began to perform a ritual, praying for the spirits to come into the world and leave the mansion. Time seemed to have stopped as they closed their eyes and listened intently to the sounds around them. The ghosts, the children who died in this mansion, walked past the family, thanking them for their kindness and care. They smiled, spouting the cherished words, "Thank you for giving us peace," then disappeared as if disappearing into thin air. Mom was crying with joy. The unfathomable event that took place transformed the house, but also transformed their family. Since then, my mother, brother, and sister have lived in this mansion, finding in it not only a haven, but also the unity that they have been looking for a long time. The liberation of the abandoned souls brought light and peace to the old house, and it shone with the blessing given that night. It was the beginning of a new, happy chapter in their lives.